help them save Mr. Krabs and all of Bikini Bottom from Plankton's dreaded Plan Z. The sea made him a legend. The pants made him a hero. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie video game.
Let's get it on!
Awesome.
That's right. Start making me money!
Awesome.
Let's start this game!
Alright, this should be good enough. Alright, okay. People should be able to hear me. Okay, that's cool. Alright. It has been a while, guys. It's been a while. Now, yeah, whole lot of things have happened since the last time I went live. First of all, I completely split up my channel. And like anyone who joins, please let me know if you can hear me right. Because I'm literally not sure at all if you can hear me. But please let me know. That's probably where I was. Let me go back. 11. Yeah, that's it. If it says 23, that's where I was. Yeah. So I was right here. Okay. Let me fix this. It's a little crazy. I want you guys to be able to see everything. All right. What's up? Let me know about audio. All right. Everyone should be able to hear me good, but like, if you can't, please let me know. Like I'm gonna be listening myself. I think you guys can hear me. If you have the volume up good enough, you can hear me. All right, yeah. So basically, I'm just gonna be playing video games. Probably not just this one, but this is just the one that was in the PlayStation, so that's the one I'm gonna play. Uh, yeah. So anyway, it's been a real long time since I've been on Dreaded Patrick streaming. It's been an extremely long time. As you know, I split the channel up. One's Dreaded Patrick, one is Avatar Ken. You know, one I just want to do Avatar stuff on, and one I wanted to do like anything I wanted basically. That's what this channel is for, by the way. So like if there's anything that anyone ever wants to see me do, like just say it. Like I will do it if I'm interested. Cause that's what this channel is for. This channel is for me to have fun. That's why you guys like see me making like all kinds of content where normally I would just make like Avatar content. It's because making just Avatar content really sucks. It really does. You guys like have zero idea, man. Like it really sucks. It's not fun at all. And that's why I stopped, you know. Enough gets to be enough after a while, right? Like once you realize that you're just gonna be outcompeted no matter what you do on YouTube, like that just kind of makes you want to just do your own thing and have fun. And that's what I should have been doing the whole time. I never should have tried to chase like success because it was never gonna work. It was never gonna work, you know. But now with the second channel, I really do feel a lot better as a creator because I don't have to worry about, oh, the video didn't do that great. I mean, I still worry about that sometimes, but It's not as bad as on the Avatar channel. In fact, I haven't done anything on that channel for like nearly a month now. I really don't know what I would do either. It kind of just doesn't make me happy anymore. And like it's 2024. Like there's no point in doing stuff that doesn't make you happy anymore. There really just isn't. If there's anything that we should have learned during like the pandemic, it's just that life can be really fickle and life can be really it really kind of hangs in a balance sometimes. Like we don't have as much time as we think we do. Like our lives can be interrupted at a moment's notice. Like crazy stuff can happen. So there's really no point in caring about like tiny things like that. There really just isn't. All that's gonna happen is you're gonna end up being unhappy. It's like, after a while you just get sick of it. You just get sick of being unhappy all the time. I don't want to be, unhappy all the time. I want to be happy. So just gonna be doing this from now on, I guess. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with the Avatar channel. Like, even when the show comes out now, like I don't even feel the same. It comes out in about a week. I don't feel nearly as excited as I did before. And I think most of the reason why I felt excited is because I kept thinking about, oh, I could use this, you know, I can use the success of this series to make, my own success. And that you should never do that. If you're counting on the success of something or someone else for your own success, you're never gonna get anywhere. And I think I realized that now. And now that I do realize that, I don't have to worry anymore. But let me talk about something else. I really don't know what to talk about. Like the world is just crazy as it's always been. You see how much drift my controller has, guys? This controller has so much drift. All right, let me see if I okay. So beating things does make it better because I beat the crap out of the controller now. It's not acting like that anymore. The last time I played this game was like way last year in September. I basically just ended up rage quitting. I don't even really remember why either. Like, shouldn't have been that hard. I played this before. Like, it shouldn't have been that hard. But you'd be surprised. I feel like I'm just not as good at video games as I used to be because I beat this game during the pandemic back in 2020, and like I don't remember struggling nearly as much with it as I have going back. So see, it is basically now like I don't really want to play this anymore. I guess I'll play something else. Maybe I'll play like Mortal Kombat or something. That might be what I do. I play or like Ratchet and Clank. That would be real fun actually. I might play Ratchet and Clank. Let me see. I might play Ratchet and Clank. Probably. Cause like I'm sorry, but like SpongeBob the movie game, like every time I play it, it just pisses me off. So it's not really that fun to play anymore. 'Cause like I still love the crap out of this game. It's one of like the games I played when I was a little kid. But at the same time, at some point, I think you kind of have to just admit that it sucks. Yeah, like at some point you have to admit that yeah, this game is actually shit. And yeah, I curse now. I don't care anymore. Yeah, but this game is actually garbage though. Like SpongeBob in the movie game, it's actually just straight up tedious to the point of you never want to play it. Terrible, terrible experience. I still love it though. Hmm. Surprised nobody's gotten on like that. I know. Like where you at, guys? Like where you at, SpongeBoy King? Where you at, everybody else? They might not know that I'm actually playing because I don't know if everyone knows that I have this channel. It only has like 60 subscribers, and most of you guys are strangers. And most of you guys also only subscribe for some of the shorts that I did and probably don't care about like the other long form content that I do. And if that is you, I am very, very sorry. I don't know how I can help you. Both my memory cards are in here. What the heck? Something's going on. Something's weird. Okay, I guess I have to play a little bit. Or I can just play something else, I guess. Sounds like doing that. I don't know why I've been putting this off. Just gonna play Mortal Kombat. Crap. This is like a genuine mess if you were actually to be watching. I know no one's actually watching right now, but if you were, it's like an actual mess. I'm sorry. I didn't plan on this at all, by the way. I just decided I've never streamed on the account, and it's because I couldn't before, but now I can, so I guess I'll get to that. I promise we'll actually do something though. I promise. In the meantime, I guess what I'll do is I guess I'll shout out on my other account that I'm live like right now. Maybe somebody will watch. Yep. Short post. I'm live on second. That's not gonna work 'cause I didn't get a link. Alright, what the heck? What's going on? Reading this. Reading this. Now, I guess I can talk about some of the projects I do have coming out just in case anyone's actually interested. I am right now planning on making a Last of Us video. Like, I'm still writing it basically, but I have a thumbnail ready to go and I have most of the writing done. It's just this like one final push that I gotta do, and it's a lot. Like, I'm actually gonna have to split it into several videos like I'm doing with the Half-Life video because originally I just put the Half-Life video out as one video, but I honestly don't think that that's the best idea anymore because people don't really like watching long videos anymore. You could say it's TikTok, you could say It's just social media in general. I don't really care what you say. People just straight up don't like watching long form content anymore, so you have to help them out whenever necessary. Which is what I'll be doing. I'll just straight up be shortening the videos, splitting them in like twos and threes. Like nobody really has the time to be making these really long videos and then people don't watch them. Mm. See, I could get demonetized theoretically for playing this, but because the old Mortal Kombat games were way freaking better, I can actually turn off the blood and gore. Yeah, you heard me right. Like, I can turn it off so that I don't get demonetized. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's the reason why these games are better than the new ones. They don't even let you do that in the new ones. I tried. Like, admittedly, the one I tried it on was Mortal Kombat X. But like, my thing is like, it's not fair in my opinion. It's not at all fair in my opinion. Yeah, see, I got the death traps and the blood off. See, it's why can't you do that in the new game? But it's not fair to do that, especially now when like it's more popular than ever. You think they would give you the option to do that so that they could be like more inclusive, but they've only gotten worse with the blood and the gore to the point where it's just not even fun anymore. All right, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do. I guess I could. Eh, I guess I'll play the conquest mode actually. Let me put it on my profile. See where we are. Oh, okay. Looks like I've been playing it. But okay, since we're actually playing Mortal Kombat, I guess I can actually give you guys some of my opinions on Mortal Kombat. So I actually do have a lot of opinions on Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is actually one of my favorite franchises, believe it or not. Like, I'm not even kidding. I love the crap out of this franchise. Especially this game. Like I know this isn't like the best game in the series, but I just have such like dang, that takes a lot of health if you get hit by it. I have like a lot of respect for this game in particular because it's just, it's nostalgia. I grew up with this one specifically. Now I do not have the blood and gore turned off for this, I think. So let me just not. Oh yeah, it's still off. Okay. Good, good. Because yeah, I'm not very good at this game either. I used to be better at this too. I used to be better at video games in general when I used to play them. I don't play video games a lot anymore. It's the sad part. So I freaking loved it. No, see the problem is I don't remember how to play the game. I gotta remember how like to tuck and roll. That's what I'm trying to do, by the way. Okay. No, that's not how I do that. Okay. Okay. I think I got it now. All right, you guys see that? Yeah. All right. I got it now. Oh, this is a new game plus. Interesting. All right, now we gotta fight. All right, so if you guys are like Mortal Kombat fans, you know that these are in fact the Red Dragon Clan, the clan that Dagon, Movado, Suhao, and all of them belong to. I'm actually quite a fan of them. I really kind of wish they would get maybe a little bit more play because they had a really good story back in the old timeline. And yeah, I did just say old timeline because unfortunately, Mortal Kombat is one of those franchises that has like multiple timelines. Really annoying. But let's just say this: the one I'm playing right now is the old timeline. That's the best. Don't worry about the others. They really do not matter. And if you're like a person who likes like the new games right now, I guarantee you, as soon as like they get to like the drawing stage to make like the next Mortal Kombat game, I'm talking about like Mortal Kombat 2 or whatever it's gonna be called, I guarantee you they'll just reboot the whole series again. Cause they do it all the time now. Anytime they write themselves into a corner, they just either write something really stupid like Chronica, or they just straight up say, yeah, we need to reboot the entire timeline, right? Which is ironically kind of what they did here. Only difference is, MK9 wasn't that bad in comparison to this. This, I mean, what came after, I'm not a big fan of. Like even MK9 itself, like it's an amazing game, but I do not like the story. 'Cause that's another thing that they ruin the story every time too. Like they went from having like a consistent story, right? Like love it or hate, love these games or hate these games, they had a consistent story, right? Like from one game to another, things flowed, and even though like even back then they didn't plan the games out perfectly, it felt like they did because the writing was good enough. Like you couldn't tell. And some of the games they did, like they didn't plan this one, but they planned the one that came out before it really good. Like Deadly Alliance and Deception, they knew like what Deception was gonna be like when they were making Deadly Alliance. They were planning for it, and that's what I'm saying. Like that never happens anymore. They just straight up make a new universe or a new timeline every game now because they don't want to keep track of anything. Like imagine like this was like the seventh game, I believe. Yeah, this was the seventh game of the old timeline. The seventh official game. There were more than 7 games, but they kept their shit together for 7 whole games, right? 7 whole games, and like from one game to another, you could follow it, and there were some plot holes and some contradictions, but for the most part, they kept it moving, like they kept it steady. And then after that, they just never gave a shit again. They never did. They just stopped caring. And it's the saddest thing. Like they could have done so much with this franchise. Like it didn't have to end on this game. It could have kept going. It's really sad. I would love to make a video on Mortal Kombat, by the way, but I don't really see the point. I really don't see the point. I love, and you know why? Because I like the old franchise, right? I like the old games. So unless you like the old games, you probably just think I'm an old loser who doesn't know what good games are. So I don't really see the point. I really love Sector's design too. Like they all got their own designs in the 3D era. I love Sectors. And if anybody knows that KO, like that code is just Shinnok backwards. Somebody is watching this like right now and enjoying it. Whoever you are, thank you, because I'm not being very interested right now. Oh crap. Okay. So I'm gonna have to focus because this whole place has like a timer. I'm not even gonna like trip. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, there it is. I'm not even gonna like get anything. I'm just gonna straight up run through there because I do not feel like running out of time, which is exactly what will happen if you don't. Oh yeah, you have to search the bodies though. I think one of them has like a key card or something. You have to check it. There it is. Okay. Yeah, but whoever is like just watching me like and loving this, I really appreciate you. You're the best. It looks so crazy because they can't like they had to actually I all respect to this game because they had to actually animate something else so that this wouldn't be violent and bloody. I really appreciate that. No, no. Up you go. Up you go. Oh, God. I don't have time for that. How do I get out of here? Crap. No, 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 no. No. Shit. Like, guys, I will, like, actually run out of time if I'm not careful. I know I've already said that, but, like, I really do not feel like doing this again if I mess up. So I'm trying my best. And they make you do, like, all of this crap, like, for no reason. And for those of you who don't know, the character I'm playing as, his name is Taven. Basically, he's like a demigod, and he's supposed to like save the realms by destroying like this giant demon fire guy named Blaze. So that's basically the point of this plot. If you didn't know, will he receive? Will he? If he, whatever. I don't even know what I was trying to say. This is why most of the time when I'm making videos, I actually have to have a script because I'll just say dumb shit. Like I don't really have anything to actually say most of the time. All right, this part right here is really cool though. This is the reason why people do like straight up like no commentary. Like not everyone is just super funny and super entertaining. And I'm definitely not one of those guys. Like I'm not even gonna trip about it. I'm more of like the cerebral kind of guy. Like I like writing down like an essay and just saying what I wrote. I'm really good at that. Really good at like writing the script. I'm not the best at like actually coming up with jokes and stuff on the spot all the time. I guess, but it's time specific. Sometimes I'm funny, sometimes I'm painfully not. I'm one of those. I'm like 50-50. You might get something funny out of me and you might not get anything. Which way do I go? Okay. All right, I have like 2 minutes left. There is no way I'm getting out of here, by the way. There's no way. I am so screwed. I am so screwed. Okay. Wait. Wait. Okay. I'm not screwed. I'm not screwed. I'm not screwed. I made it. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that I actually made it out of that, by the way. Like that is actually surprising. Like, cause I thought I was gonna run out of time at that point. You're really like every time you play this, you're like right there. But once you make it to this spot for whatever reason, it just stopped counting down. All right, now I gotta fight him. He's probably not gonna be easy. Oh well, maybe. I have not played this game in a while, guys. So I'll be honest, I am not. No. No. I've been playing this game ever since I was like 5 years old. So you would think that I'd be like a master at it, but guys, I am painfully not. I'm sorry. Okay, I just barely clutched that. I was literally just button mashing. You could actually get away with that back in these games. If you try that shit now, you're not gonna get anywhere. Boom! Hands, 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 hand. Oh crap! He blocked it. He blocked it. Wait, hands, 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 hands. Oh crap! No, I'm gonna get him. Watch. Hands, hands, hands. Yeah. That's the one thing I do like about Taven is that he got them hands. He'll just straight up hands you. Now, if anybody wants to talk shit because I just basically spam the same move, fuck you. I don't care. This is Mortal Kombat. That's how you win. I'm gonna turn the game up a little bit so that you guys can hear it because I'm not always talking.
Require what?
What else did you
I didn't
learn?
want it to be too loud, and it felt pretty loud before, but I'm not always talking, so I don't want it to just be literal silence.
Understanding there now.
That should be good. Yeah, this is my first stream back, so I am sorry, guys. I promise you in the future I will do a better job of making the stream more professional and stuff. I'm just getting back used to doing this. Cause like it's literally been months like since I did this. It was literally freaking last year since I done this. Just freaking, what do they call that? Roundhouse kick? Yeah. Wait, let me see if I can get him on the spike. Oh no, not that way. The other way. I want to shoot the spike. Oh crap! I wasn't even trying to do that. Boom. I want to get one of them on the freaking spike. Let me see. Really? Come on. Maybe I can't. Like with the violence turned down, maybe I can. Oh crap! I wasn't paying attention for a second. Finish him. Well, I tried. Normally you just press like one button and it does it. That was definitely not outstanding. They beat the shit out of me half that time, but yeah, there we go. See, I made him turn his head to face you guys. He just wanted to say hi. Oh, let me grab. Did you see this guy? Oh, I threw him at him. Okay. Maybe I should have played Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks though, for real, because that game is fun too, and I have it. And I'm currently watching these guys that I watch do everything about Mortal Kombat. I'm currently watching them play it, so it would be really cool. It's basically like this game, but even more fun. Especially if you got a buddy. We have this asshole. So Earth apparently has Yetis, guys. Damn. Hey, I ain't never faced the floor that bad. What? Can I just keep doing this? Oh. I am having like zero effect on them, I just realized. Oh, the fire is. I'm just gonna keep spamming that. Look at that. Look at that damage, guys. Look at that damage. Like, me just hitting him wasn't doing jack shit. But now I'm like completely out. Oh, okay. I guess I have to combo his ass. Okay. What's up, Sponge Boy? What's up? What is up? You ever seen this game before? This game is actually probably older than you are. You don't have to say how old you are, but I guarantee you this game is older than you. This game is hella old. Well, obviously not older than me because I'm hella old, but you know. It is a Mortal Kombat game though. To say that this Mortal Kombat game is hella old just shows you how old freaking Mortal Kombat is. Oh, you said no? Alright, so this game came out in like 06, I believe. So you would have to be, What is up, Camera Jam? It really hasn't been a while, though. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. You guys, okay. It really hasn't been that long, though. Like, we were just talking on the video. Remember the, Yeah, so this game is older than you, bro. Like, you didn't have to say that. Like, don't say anything else because I don't want you to get doxxed or nothing, but yeah, this game is actually older than you. You have any idea how crazy that is? Okay, you are younger than my youngest brother.
Round one. Fight.
But look, I will at least say this: we were born in the same like decade, so I'll give you that. I'm not gonna say exactly how old I am, but we're not that. We're pretty far. We ain't that far. Crap, no. Wait, one more time. Yeah! 2008 is crazy.
Round two.
Oh, okay, well, I guess I'll say, Cameron, me and you are the same age then. Because I was born in 01 too. So, like, all you gotta do is do the math and how old I am. Or, well, you don't, because all you already got, but I am also a 2001 kid. I would say that's the best year, but I kind of can't say that being an American considering what happened then and after then. We kind of inherited some crap in 2001. Sonya Blade backed away, wary of Taven's strength. Be on guard, stranger. I'll be watching you. Yeah, she is U.S. Special Forces, so she definitely will be watching him. Oh, I'm not gonna give that away. Just know that somewhere in that year, I was. What games do you have in your year? I don't own any game. Well, actually, never mind. That's not. Wait. Yeah, I don't think I own any games that are from the year that I was born. The closest game I have that's that old is Ratchet and Clank, and that's 2002. So I already existed. Yeah, I can say it. It's just, you know, I try to be sensitive about that because, like, you know, we were born after that, so like we didn't really like we can't quite we didn't experience it, so we don't really know how it was like too much. So I try to be like sensitive enough for people who are old enough to have seen that, like on TV and stuff. It's like the JFK thing. Like none of us alive know anything about that. Well, we know, but like we weren't there. We can't remember where we were because we didn't exist. But I am enjoying being back streaming. Like definitely, like guys, being on this channel just makes me feel so much better as a creator because, like, to be honest, freaking Avatar sucks sometimes. It really does. It's not like like I'm not even really excited about it anymore. Also, like a whole bunch of negative stuff came out about it, so I'm really glad I stopped talking about it when I did, because I would have had to talk about a bunch of negative crap.
By the gods.
Yes, in a manner of speaking.
You must help us.
Sucks.
Our abbot has been captured by the Tengu. You must free him.
I am not here to rescue anyone. I am looking for a temple. Do you know of one?
A herald of the gods who searches for a temple.
Aren't any of these dudes cold? Like, it's literally snowing. Everything is frozen now.
If he is slain by the Tengu, you may never find it. You must save him.
Very well then. Where can I find?
And you know what?
this
GTA 3
abbot?
is from 2001. That's true.
That way.
But I do have to admit, I've never actually played GTA 3 before. Now you can crucify me if you want, for real. But I've never played GTA 3. The oldest one I've ever played is San Andreas, I believe. So like it's been like every Grand Theft Auto game from San Andreas on. So like that, GTA 4, obviously GTA 5. When GTA 6 comes out, probably I'll play that too. Hopefully. Okay, like, I mean, I know this is nothing new, but it's still crazy to me that GTA 6 is gonna exist.
I am grateful that the
Like,
gods
if for
would send a
real.
hero to free me.
I did not come here merely to free you. I need information. I was told you
Yeah.
knew the location of a temple.
You must be referring to the temple of
Like,
Delia.
that's still crazy to me. I
Return me
cannot
to my fellow
believe that we're
monks,
actually
and I
in
will
GTA
reveal its
6.
location to you.
Cause like,
By the elder
I remember when
well.
you know,
Lead
GTA
the way, old man.
5 came out back in, what was it, 2013? I remember being like a little kid and like it was like the hot new thing. Everybody was playing it. Everybody was talking about it. Right? And then like 5 years in, everyone was talking about like, well, we're never gonna get GTA 6, and then like we never did. We got like Red Dead Redemption 2 and like all that other stuff. So like, you know, 6 years in, 7 years in, 8 years in, 9 years in, people are like, we're
We are
never gonna
here
get
at
this,
last,
man.
Our place of worship, the holy
Like,
obelisk.
And like,
Once again,
even
I
when
am
the leaks
humbled
were
that the
coming
gods
out, I
would
was
deliver me
like,
from peril.
Yes,
I don't
the
know
gods
about
are
this.
great. Now, if you will please direct me to the
right?
temple.
Like it didn't feel real. Like
The temple
it
of
still
Delia,
doesn't really
the
feel like we're
Lady
gonna
of
get it,
Flame.
but it's coming
Built
out
to honor the Adenian sorceress who foresaw the great battle. Legends tell that
next year too.
Please, I'm
Like,
in a hurry.
I still can't. Like,
The
it feels
temple
like
is
every
down
time
this path,
GTA
like
comes
the
out,
I wish you
it feels like the whole industry kind of like changes
I
or
see the
like
obelisk
switches.
begins to glow with the power of my
Like-
fellow monks' prayer. I only pray the Tengu did not defile it with their touch.
I don't even know. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're literally adults. Like, I don't think any of us ever thought we were gonna end up being adults when GTA 6 came out. I don't think anyone thought that was gonna happen. Like, you just kind of expected to come out before that. Like, can I skip this? I don't think I can. Yeah, like it's to the point where like I kind of at one point didn't really want another GTA game to come out, because GTA 5, as much fun as it is, like the online mode, which is mostly what I play it for now, it just straight up gets on your freaking nerves. And like Cameron, I know you know that because you did like a video on like how scummy it can be. And you were completely right, man. Like, that's the kind of stuff that just makes me not want to play it ever. Like, it's been like about a solid year since I played the game, I believe. Because it's just not worth it. Exactly. You're getting really close to 1,000 soon. Probably not actually. And the reason I say that is because I straight up stopped uploading. I haven't uploaded a single video on that channel for almost a month now. And when Avatar comes out, I'm not even gonna touch it because there's really no point. You're just gonna get out competed by everyone. It's just annoying. It's just straight up annoying. Just like no real worth to it. Hey guys, watch this, watch this, watch this. Alright, you see this guy praying, right? Watch this. Wow, you can keep doing it. Look. Dang. At least this guy is actually gonna, you know, worship his god or his religion like faithfully. You can't find too many people who'd actually do that and be genuine about it. Okay, I think I killed him. He's dead. That was messed up. Yeah, but anyway, like, I'm probably actually not gonna get to 1,000 subscribers on that channel anytime soon, like, unless I start uploading again, which I don't know if I ever will. I don't know if I ever want to, really. Because, like, okay, like, say I put out a video on this channel and I start making success on that this channel, I won't have much reason to ever go back. Like, as a creator, and I know you guys both notice, like, YouTube just straight up sucks sometimes. Like, to the point where you don't want to do anything anymore. It just makes you want to quit. Okay. Remember the controls. I hate these. Dang it! Damn it! He didn't roll all the way. Crap. Yeah, but I'm basically probably just gonna play the game for maybe like another hour or so. Basically until I'm ready to go to work. Or until I get annoyed enough at doing this. I really hate these guys. I've never been good at these. Cause like, it requires you to actually be patient, and I'm not patient at all. And it only gets worse. Like, there's gonna be it. Okay, I straight up was not even there. Yeah, like motivation wise on doing videos, I sometimes I have like zero. Like, to the point where I'll do other stuff that I don't like doing before I do that. Like, sometimes I'll literally like clean up or like go to work. I'll literally do that instead of making videos because that's more preferable. Right? But like, when I'm in the groove of making a video, it's like the funnest thing ever. But YouTube just like their practices just make it so unfun sometimes. No. Okay. Like, unless you're gonna like break open like your wallet or something, like, it's not really worth it. And that's something that I've realized too, like over almost about a year now of me doing YouTube seriously, is that the people at the top, a lot of them are just straight up paying for it. Same thing like on TikTok. Like, I wanted to get into TikTok so that I could do like TikTok lives and make money off of that. But like, TikTok's algorithm isn't very fair either. Like, it's better than YouTube's in some ways, but in other ways it's like just as bad or worse. Like it's just they all kind of suck. Like all of these things kind of suck. They're all pay to win too. Like there's features on YouTube and on TikTok for people to just straight up pay or buy people and buy views, right? It's like at any point that it's like that you have to buy views and stuff to get anywhere, it's not really fair in my opinion. It's not like YouTube may as well just be them tube at this point, man. Yeah, you're right about the shower thing, because sometimes you're like tired. You're like, I don't feel like doing this. But once you get in there, you never want to get out. Especially if you got really good water. Or the water's just real hot. You never want to get out. Only difference is like, you know, a shower won't hurt you. YouTube will actually hurt you because it'll waste your freaking time. Yeah, you're right about life being pay to win, but like life is pay to win up to a certain point. Like if I want, like let's say I want to build something, right? So long as I'm within my legal rights, I can still do it. As long as I can procure the things. But with YouTube, you can literally like have all the skill in the world or be like the most like, I don't know, like the most driven person ever and get nowhere. That's what I'm saying. It's not natural because you apply, if you apply that thinking to like anything else, you will get somewhere. Well, maybe not anything else, but most other things. But on YouTube, you could be posting consistently. You can be doing all the stupid tips that you see online and still not get anywhere. That's what I'm saying. It's just like it actively kind of hurts you. And that really sucks, man. It really sucks when you are literally trying your heart out, right? It's like, okay, like for instance, like let's say you want to lose 10 pounds, right? Unless you have like some sort of disorder or something, you can lose 10 pounds if you're like devoted to it. But with YouTube, if you want to gain like 1,000 subscribers, you can be devoted to it all day and all night. Like I've had times where I'm literally up all day or all night editing a video, and then it just gets like 5 views. It's like, it just makes you not want to do it anymore. It just makes you question your life. All right, I gotta be real careful on this part. Okay, I gotta press X. All right, yeah, I gotta be careful with that. What? I pressed X. I pressed X on that. I really hate these. Sometimes, like, you're too close or you're not fast enough, I guess. You're like, you know, I'm not saying that you're wrong about life being pay to win. It is. I'm just saying, like, YouTube is even more pay to win. Like, I hate how YouTube tries to act like it's so fair, or they'll be like, "Oh, tell us about how it's not fair," or whatever. Like, you don't care. You don't care. You just care about the money. What? Okay, you guys saw me back up, right? I saw me back up. Did you guys see me back up? I saw me back up. Have I seen the fan-made Jack 4 project? No. It would have to be. It would have to be fan-made because Naughty Dog's never gonna make Jack 4. They're never gonna do it. They're just gonna make The Last of Us. They're just gonna remaster The Last of Us like for the 50th time. That's all they're gonna do. And it's not gonna look any different. What? I don't even know what I did wrong there. The algorithm is weird at times. My kill some vid did shit at the beginning, but now it's the most viewed video on my channel. Just use YouTube more times. Okay, yeah, I get it. Being more patient. I've been doing this like seriously for like almost a year though, right? And like some of the things that I've had to put up with, and some of the things I've given time, and they still haven't done it. Like there's videos I have had for months that get like only like what 10 views, and like in a long time. It's like after a while you just get sick of it. I should check out the Owl House. It's a good show. I heard about that. It might be like too modern for me though, honestly. I remember when we were talking about Courage the Cowardly Dog, and you were like you couldn't see what the hype was, and I was like, it's probably like your age, like you didn't grow up with it. I'd probably feel the same way about the Owl House from what I've seen about it. Now I could be wrong. It could be like the most amazing thing ever, but I don't know. I'm old, guys. I like old stuff. Like I love like 90s stuff, 2000 stuff. Crap. Oh, I hate this stuff, man. That show was crazy, scarred me as a kid. Oh yeah, it was. That's the thing. I guess like kids that are a little younger than us, they would probably just find the show boring. But that show was like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it was just completely different. Like the context of like cartoons and TV in general was completely different back then. Right? Like I don't know, like the themes or something were different. Like I don't really know how to explain it. There's just like this different vibe from those kinds of shows from back then. That shows nowadays don't do. Like shows nowadays aren't as risky as stuff back then was. Like nobody's gonna put money into a cartoon that's gonna scare everybody. How was Courage the Cowardly Dog even? Bro, it was not just Courage the Cowardly Dog. Have you seen Batman Beyond before? That show was also like really dark for its time. So like it was just like going around at that point, like everything like in the 90s and early 2000s was like a little bit more edgy. Like have you seen Invader Zim, bro? Invader Zim is worse than Courage actually. I think it's worse because I think there was actually like somebody who got killed and they were like, oh well the Invader Zim episode Dark Harvest is the reason why I did it. Right? I think that actually happened. But I will say like Courage the Cowardly Dog, it also has like something like that. There's a house in New Mexico in a town called Truth or Consequences, right? And it looks just like the one from Courage the Cowardly Dog, right? And apparently like this famous serial killer like killed some people in that house. And so the creator, John Dilworth, decides it's just okay to put that in a kid's cartoon. So I hear you, but like Courage the Cowardly Dog was not unique. It was there were like a couple cartoons back in the day that did that. It wasn't the only one that like was crazy for its time. It's just we look back on it like that because nothing like that would ever happen these days.
Wait, stop.
Yeah, you're right. Teen Titans was like that. Billy and Mandy was like that. Captain Chicken was weird too. Networks should create a thing for each of their shows to allow them to be more creative and have more free range, like a 16 to 18 demographic. For some shows, allowed to attack the more mature topics.
But clearly you're human. You must be Lin Kuei.
I haven't the
Yeah, the
slightest
Clone
idea what
Wars
you're
was
referring
freaking
to.
crazy too.
What
Like,
is a Lin Kuei?
The Lin Kuei are a rival clan.
you're right about that.
You fight with such skill.
They literally just straight up do not build cartoons like that anymore. They just straight up don't.
Fatality.
And like, you know, I guess, I mean, you could say it's because our culture has gotten like more sensitive. I actually would disagree with that though. I would say the reason they don't do it is because our culture has gotten more greedy. Like our culture, we don't want to take like a chance like that on anything anymore. You got to think about it that way. Like you're taking a chance with a show like Courage the Cowardly Dog. You're taking a chance with a show with Invader Zim. They were taking a chance even back then. Like this is not new. Even back then, those shows were a problem. right? It's just you had, I guess, more leniency back then. You could get away with more, right? Like I don't, they weren't as corporate back then as they are now. Wait, no, know the name of what? Wait, Cameron Jan, tell me. I might know it for real. Like, what was it? You said. Wait, what was it? Because I watched a whole lot of cartoons growing up, especially a lot of ones I really shouldn't have been watching, like Invader Zim. So you're right. I might actually know what you're talking about. The Invader. It was real actors, a teen girl working with an older lady. They rescued a clone that had no belly button and a woman that was Medusa and turned someone into a stone inside of a warehouse. I actually don't know what that is. I'll be honest. Stone inside of a warehouse. The Invaders and Killer story actually turned out to be a myth. He actually had no prior record of seeing an episode appearance and of course just wanted to. Oh, okay. Okay. That's why shows can't be as risky because parents would complain and all that. Yeah, that's true. But it's also just straight up money.
You seem to know much about me, but I know nothing of you.
Like guys, I had an idea for a show that would be. It would basically have like child characters. But it would basically be like anime, right? Like, you know, if you watch like old Dragon Ball or old Naruto, like we have like teenagers and stuff fighting and they're like you know, just drawing blood and injuring each other, right? I wanted to make a cartoon like that that's basically for like the 14 to 18 demographic. But like if I actually pitched that, I wouldn't get anywhere because nobody wants to put money into something like that where it's gonna have like a very limited like audience because there are always gonna be a lot of like children, but like the age demographic that I'm talking about, like they could take that or leave it these days, right? Like they like stuff, but they can take it or leave it. They don't have to have like good storytelling because they can just get on TikTok, right? The Generator X. No, it would be like more bloody than that. Like we're talking like old Dragon Ball levels. Like I remember Generator Rex. I don't remember it being that bloody or like that violent. It probably was like Generator Rex. Like it was like Ben 10 levels, right? Or was it a little bit more? No, I'm talking about like straight up Naruto and Dragon Ball. Like it would take a lot of inspiration from anime. That guy just sprayed me with water, guys. No, like it would basically be like try to explain it. It would be like if you put like superheroes and like Dragon Ball in the same universe. Well, superheroes and Dragon Ball are in the same universe, but I'm talking about like straight up like Marvel, like kind of like superheroes. Like you have people who have like magic spells and like kung fu and stuff, but you also have people with like Superman powers. Rain is always really hard to fight in this game. Like Happy Tree Friends, I saw that as a little kid. It was on Netflix. No, it wouldn't be like the same tone as Happy Tree Friends, but like the same like kind of injuries. Yeah, it's just they would be played for straight, right? Like the climax of the first arc that I had written in my head, like I haven't written it down, but the climax of the first arc would have the main character and the villain like literally like double killing each other. It would be really yeah, it would be really dark. Like you guys know, like in Dragon Ball, where like they'll have the shot where both characters punch each other in the face. It would be like that, except both characters would like punch through one another. It would like that's what I want like the final shot of like the last episode to be. It's just something like that. You would never get that anywhere. It would have to be like a manga. Oh yeah, I do like Invincible. It would be like Invincible basically, but with like with younger characters. Not everyone would be younger, but you know some of. That's the thing. Like in Invincible, it's just like superhumans though. Like I want like kung fu masters and sword masters and sorcerers, people who do magic too, right? Like people who aren't super strong but who can do magic and stuff. Like people who can trap you like in a different like you know stuff like that. Really cool. Are you kidding me? Just go down, bro. I heard that Ben 10's creator said that he would be interested in making more. Ben 10 was the stud growing up, man. Like the original series and Alien Force and all that, like that was really good. And it was so quotable too. Like everyone knows like the quote from Kevin. He's like, where he's about to say something sexist, and like Gwen looks at him. He's like, and he just stops. He's like, oh, I can sense it. I've already made a mistake. Like that's like the most relatable thing ever if you're in a relationship. Yeah, what he did? Like, are you talking about Close Enough, or are you talking about something else? Because I know he made that show called Close Enough, but I never watched it. I'm actually still trying to finish regular show right now. I'm like season 6, I believe. Oh yeah, Ben's grandpa was like the best character for real.
For my mother's temple.
I can't believe I made that mistake and still made it, guys. I definitely should be done for. Like that definitely should have got me. What happened to Chowder? Actually, Chowder has an ending. Have you seen that? Chowder has an ending where he grows up. Like literally, the last episode, he becomes an adult, I believe. But Chowder was an amazing show. It probably ended because the guy who played Chowder just got too old, which is fair. Like, not every series needs to go on for like a million years, in my opinion. Some of them do end. Like, Gravity Falls only has 2 seasons. That's crazy. Every time I think about that, I'm like, that's crazy. But it makes sense, though. Yeah, it does. How do you like the stop motion on my channel? I already told you, I think your stop motion is really good. Like, I've seen other people do it, and yours doesn't look like any worse than theirs. You're doing a really good job. Now, I don't know how you have, like, the time or, like, the focus to do that, because I can't focus for nothing, man. Like, does that take, like, an extreme amount of time to do that? Because, like, you know, the only impression I really have of stop motion is watching people say that it takes a really long time. I don't really know myself. Crap. I literally cannot hit him. Wait. I have to hit that energy right there. Ooh. Yeah, that is cute. They were the best two characters in the show. And it makes sense too. Something that I will always like in a show is when they show like the future and they show how people like grew up. Cause sometimes it's like the opposite of what you would expect, or sometimes it's exactly what you would expect, right? Like it makes absolute sense that he would marry her. Cause like think about it, they were both in the same industry, right? Crap. They were both apprentices. They both live in the same place. They've had so much time together, and they were both very unlikely to move somewhere else because they were already in a pretty big city with all kinds of opportunities, right? So it really only makes sense that they ended up doing that. And I am just dying over and over because I'm talking. Oh, like she should, man. Like honestly, if you look at this show, like I know they portrayed her as being kind of silly and all that, but actually she has all the traits that you would want, in my opinion. Like intelligent, driven, like passionate, like those are the traits that you want. He didn't make like a bad damn it. He didn't make like a bad choice. I can't believe I just went straight through that. Door is locked. Well, how do I unlock it? Oh yeah, I gotta kill the archers, don't I? Let me do this right. I keep hitting the wrong button. Aim, bro, aim. Okay. Got him. Let's see if I can get him. Alright. It's really hard to position the camera sometimes. Alright, let's go. Boom! Yeah, but she's like cartoon crazy. You gotta think about it. Like in the context of the real world, you're never gonna get any. Well, actually, never mind. Maybe you will. I take that back. My partner can be kind of insane sometimes too, so I take that one back. Yeah, but like I think that show actually has like the perfect ending. Try to think of someone though. Like
Bring forward the catapult!
it's like I'm trying to think. Like like Dragon Ball for instance, right? A lot of people don't like GT, and like I don't like GT either for real. But GT has the best ending for Dragon Ball ever. Besides maybe the original Dragon Ball. The original Dragon Ball doesn't really have an ending, so it's kind of cheating to say that. But I honestly think that it has like the best ending ever because like Goku essentially, in my opinion, becomes like the god of Dragon Balls. I love it when shows get those like really good endings. Crap, I'm out of energy. GT isn't horrible, but it's definitely not good at all either. So like honestly think Z is the best, and like I said, I know that sounds like the generic fanboy answer, But I don't care. I've seen both, and I still think Z is better. Not all the time. Like there's definitely some stuff in Z. Archer ended. I never thought that show was ever gonna end. You know, I never. I stopped watching it after a certain point. Like after like the first 2 or 3 seasons, I stopped being interested in
I
it.
must defeat the archers.
Like after they stopped being spies, I didn't care about it anymore. Like maybe it's still good after that. I don't know, but after Archer stopped being like a spy, I stopped caring because I really liked the spy dynamic. I really thought that that was cool. Now I will say like the characters have a really good dynamic too, right? But the spy stuff was what that was there for. Once they stopped doing that, I stopped being interested.
Finish him. Fatality.
Alright, but what do you think like the saddest ending to a show is? Like the absolute saddest ending? Cause like most endings to things in the West, right? Cause this is different in other parts of the world, right? But most endings to shows like over in the West typically are like happy endings. Like you guys ever seen like Cowboy Bebop before? It's an anime. It has like a sad ending, right? And like even like the other show, Samurai Champloo, it doesn't necessarily have a sad ending, but it has like an ending that's against what you would typically expect, right? Because all the characters that you've been following, they just split up, right? And in most stories we have the characters would have like they would have stayed together. But no, they just split up and go their own other ways. They really have no reason to be by each other's side anymore. There's like a certain like finality to it that we never get anymore. We know that these characters will literally die for each other, but they still go their separate ways in the end. I just love that. Oh, I hate this part so bad, man. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Teen Titans had the craziest ending ever. Like, what do you think? How do you interpret that ending? Because I interpret it as being basically either Tara was alive, like she never died or something, or she came back to life. Or either that, or she straight up is like pretending and she just doesn't want to remember, which would make sense, right? That might be what's going on.
I must defeat the archers.
Yeah, what was it called? It was called Things Change, right? And I think like the message that show was trying to send in the end was like possibly one of the best that it ever did. It's just straight up, you can't expect an answer for everything. You can't expect everything to stay the same, right? Because that's what Beast Boy is essentially trying to do. He's trying to force everything to be the same. He's trying to force Terra to be Terra again, and she doesn't want to be Terra again. Whether she remembers or not, right? Like, it doesn't matter. She just doesn't want to be Terra again. And, like, I don't know. It does make me feel like a certain way, right? When stories do that kind of thing. Where, like, it doesn't hold your hand, right? I don't think they should make a season 5. I think they should leave it that way. I think it, or a season 6 would be, I think. I think they should actually leave it that way. I think that's a better ending than anything they could make. Also, it's been like what? 18 years? Like, what's the point at this point? Alright, I'm finna just play another game because this is getting on my damn nerves. Don't know what I'll play, but I'll give it one more chance and then I'll just play another game because this is getting annoying. But yeah, things change. And like, you know, it's just so hard to acknowledge that sometimes. You have to be honest about that. It's really hard to acknowledge that things will change. Absolutely.
Archers! Archers!
Like, I think that's why people were so bitter towards Teen Titans Go, is because we had like a perfect show and they just completely shit all over it. And I know like they always like to do like the meta thing, but it's like the original sin of not bringing the show back and bringing it back like that is like I can see why so many people were pissed about that. Like that is absolutely fair. Like I can't even say it isn't. That was absolutely fair for people to get pissed about that. Damn, why do they keep hitting me like head on, man? They need to just drop some energy so that I can hit them. Crap. Damn, man. This part is really hard, man. I tried watching the new episodes, but it's just random brain rot humor with no real story. It was basically a long Family Guy cutaway. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Who still even watches Family Guy? Right? I want to know that. Like, I'm not saying you can't watch it, but like, who is actually still watching Family Guy? You know, once upon a time, Family Guy was really good. I just don't think it is anymore. At a certain point, like all the characters just started acting completely alien to the way that they used to. So I really don't think I can follow Family Guy anymore. Not that it's a bad show. I don't really know if I can still. I don't know if I still know what Family Guy is anymore. That's just what I would say. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's the same show anymore for real. I literally cannot hit them right now, so I don't know what they expect. They're not sending any guys out either. Oh, there's a crystal, okay. So this part is just mad annoying. I might get it this time because like I'm learning. You can actually pretty much avoid those if you're lucky sometimes, and if you're like coordinated. Sometimes it's gonna hit you anyway, like that. It's hard to see them all the time. Okay, I got it. All right, I didn't really realize that I should be doing that, but American Dad is even worse for real.
The Tengu leader was right.
It
My
is?
mother's
Like, I
temple
thought
is
American
here,
Dad
but
was
it's
the
now
good one.
occupied by a clan of ninjas known as the Lin Kuei. Locating the item she left me will not be easy. I'll have to fight my way inside.
I never really liked American Dad that much though, for real. It was always the one you would turn off. It had a banging intro though, but besides that, that's when you turn off. Like for real, like if like I imagine if like the Star Spangled Banner was like the American Dad song, even people who hate the United States would be like singing it. Well, I'll be honest. I'm not like the biggest fan of this country because this country has a whole lot of problems. But anytime that song comes on, I will sing it in the back of my head because it's really good. It's amazing at what it does, basically. That's what I'm saying. It feels AI generated. It might be, bro. It might actually be. Like we have the tech. Like think about this. This is crazy. We have the technology to do that. I think that has been done. There are like ways for people to just straight up make episodes that way. Like they straight up could be doing that. We wouldn't be able to tell. That's because you know the writing. Like if it's AI generated, like it'll be bad, but it won't be out of the ordinary because being based off of something they've already done, right? We've already seen like American Dad episodes, so like it may not trigger, like it may not be like a warning sign. Like it may not be a warning sign when the episode comes out and it feels a little wonky. You'll probably just think, ah, well, it's just because of the writing, right? It could actually be AI generated. They could actually be doing that. Like, and I don't mean like they're actually just going to the office and doing it. I'm saying like, I guess there is a genuine chance that like a lazy writer could straight up just be going home and putting it into like what ChatGPT. That's what I would do. Like at this point, because like they don't really give a shit anymore. They just show up at this point. It's not like they're actually making anything good anymore. They just show up because it keeps getting renewed. To be honest, a lot of things are like that now, where like you literally cannot remember anything you watch. Maybe that's just me though. Maybe that's me. Sometimes like I have that problem where I'm trying to remember like simple stuff and I can't. Yeah, I may just have like ADD or something. Not exactly sure. It could also be the stuff you're watching though, you know. It's just bad. They will force you to stop breaking them.
You're alive.
What happened?
You were encased in ice. Who are you?
I am Frost. Where? Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero?
The medallion! Give me the medallion!
You seem to be a bit delirious. Maybe you should...
The Lin Kuei will be
Not even
mine!
in that way. There is so much different stuff happening at once and having no connection to the plot. Oh, that's because there is no plot, bro. Don't you know, like any show that's like a Seth MacFarlane made show, there's no plot. There's just like random cutaways and weird jokes that'll be that are already like that have already aged poorly, right? That's all it is. Like, I'm not trying to say that nobody on these shows has any talent. It's just that if they do, it's being like overshadowed by just the sheer amount of shit that they fill these things with. That's what's going on there. Like, there is no plot, man. The plot is always going to be secondary because it's just meant to be like on in the background at this point. Like, you got anything like that, like where you've seen it like a million times, or it's just kind of simple, so you just put it on the background? I think that's what it's supposed to be. Look, I'm gonna say something, and this might be controversial, but I don't give a single shit about South Park at all. Not anymore. Like, I feel like South Park, when it's trying to do these big like topics, it just loses me. Maybe it's just me, right? Like, I'm not gonna say that anyone who enjoys it is bad. I just do not care at all about South Park, especially when South Park tries to tackle issues, because I can't take it serious. To me, it was better when it was just trying to be funny. I just don't want to see any of those kind of shows tackle like anything that I'm supposed to take seriously. I'm not, but I guarantee it from what I've seen, though. I will say this, from what I've seen, I guarantee that South Park does do it better. Like, I agree with you. I don't think it's as bad as American Dad is.
At last, an empty room. Maybe I can...
Rest? Think again, intruder. You may have bested my Lin Kuei warriors, but you will not get past
Boy,
me.
this is my favorite character in Mortal Kombat right here.
Are...
I am Sub-Zero,
Sub-Zero.
Grand Master of the Lin Kuei, and you are trespassing. Fight!
Round one, fight!
No. Alright, he is handing me my ass. I can't be too mad, though, because like I say, he's my favorite character. Alright, I kinda asked for that one. Well, I'll admit, like, I haven't seen much of South Park for a couple years too, so like I'll give you that on that. But like, I just, in general, I don't like it when like unserious shows try to have serious episodes. Like, I can never take it serious. And I know that South Park has tried to have like character arcs, well, not character, like story arcs lately, and like, I don't know. There might not be anything wrong with that, but I haven't. I'll just say, like, I haven't really enjoyed South Park since I was like a kid. As an adult, I don't get that much enjoyment out of like any of these shows anymore. think I got a winning strategy now. I'm just gonna double sword slice and then shoulder charge him. Crap, no, that didn't work. No, 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 no. Alright, he's literally not playing anymore. Okay. See, the problem is you literally can't just do the same thing because the computer will just straight up read it. It's so fucking annoying.
Wins.
What about Drawn Together? I haven't seen enough of it to have an opinion on it. I gotta be honest. Like, I know what it is, but I haven't seen that much of it, so I can't really. I don't really want to go there. I don't know enough about it. Like, I know what South Park is. I've seen a lot of South Park. I've only ever seen like second hand Drawn Together. Like, I know the general premise, but I'm not really a fan or anything. Got him. That could have went anyway. That could have went either way. Let me try to think of an adult show that I do actually. Okay. What is you guys' opinion on Rick and Morty? Because the first 2 seasons of Rick and Morty, I was like, I was insane for, right? I loved it, right?
And why are you here?
But after,
This must be it. This must be what?
okay, look, I'm gonna say something that you might find mean, but I hate Bob's Burgers, man. I hate that show. Like, this is nothing against you, but I really hate that show, man. I don't see how you watch that show, man. I feel like Bob's Burger is like the most lazy show ever, man. It's not that funny to me either. It's very cliche. Like, I'm sorry. I just cannot stand Bob's Burgers, man. I've tried. I have tried, man. Maybe I already did that. Okay. Yeah, I say it was huge. Like, that is weird that it's going, but I do not miss it. I was not a big Bob's Burgers fan. I'm probably finna get off in a little bit, but I'll finish at least this little part. Rick and Morty's getting flamed hard, but the new season are good in my opinion. I haven't seen the latest one though. Like after look, let me explain to you why I am no longer a Rick and Morty fan. And this has, I mean, this is besides like all the Justin Roiland stuff, because the Justin Roiland stuff is also pretty disgusting to me, and it's pretty annoying to me. But this, it's like, this is why I'm not a fan of it. Despite that, like, even if that had not happened, right? The reason why I don't like Rick and Morty is because season 3, right? Like the end, right? Where they're like, oh, we'll just go back to the way we were in season 1. It's like, no, you can't do that. It's disrespecting my intelligence. And I know that's exactly the kind of humor that that show does. But it's like, no, like, I've already, right, put this much time into your series. And I'll accept that, yeah, we're going to have this whole, like, divorce plot, right? That's already a thing that I decided that I'm going to watch, right? So to me, I don't want you to do the whole season, right? You do all these episodes and they're all connected, right? They're not like they used to be where they didn't really have continuity. And they're all about, oh, Jerry and what was her name? Beth. They're going through a divorce, right? And then at the end, they're just back together. And like if they've done something about that since, I didn't know because I stopped watching at that point. But it's like I don't like it when shows like where they don't respect your intelligence. Right? Like if I'm watching a show, I want it to be consistent, right? I don't want them to just interrupt it and be like, "Oh, well, we're actually just going to reboot the show." Like, okay, here's another show that does that kind of pisses me off in a similar way. Not as much, but it's like similar, right? Like have you guys seen The Boys? The Boys did the same shit. Where like at the end of season 2, like they set up, and I'm gonna spoil the shit out of this, by the way. They set up that the little kid, I think his name was Ryan or whatever, was gonna go with like Butcher, right? And he did. And then like at the end of season 3, they reverse it and he goes with Homelander, he's gonna be bad. And it's like that felt weird to me. Like it felt like, why did you do that? Why didn't you just keep it the way it was, right? Why didn't you just pick one option? Why is he switch? Why is the show switching? Because like when they did that, to me, it's not like, I don't see it as like a choice that the characters made on their own. I see it as something the writers decided. And whenever I feel like I can see the hand of the writer in a story, I don't like it anymore. I find it kind of hard to stay in it. So that's why that's what one of my pet peeves is in shows. It's like, stick to what you're gonna stick to. Don't change shit because you didn't like where you wrote yourself into. If you wrote yourself somewhere, you had to stick with it. That's my rule. Because like it makes the show, it makes me more invested in the show. Because like in real life, if you do something, you can't just undo it all the time. Some things we can undo, but like most things, you do it, you did it. Like there's no getting out of it. And like it makes sense what they did. Like it makes sense. It's just, I don't know. I feel like you should have just written it that way from the beginning then. Oh, am I gonna make? I made it. Come on. That is such bull. I made it. You guys saw that, right? Like the fact that, like, I don't dislike the fact that he's gonna be evil. I just feel like they should have just done that from the beginning, right? Because the trajectory of the show, I feel like they hijacked the trajectory of the show to do that. Maybe that's just me, right? Maybe I'm the only person who cares about that. And like besides that, it's a phenomenal show. Like besides that, The Boys is amazing. It's way better than the comic, by the way. I do want to say that. Like, you know, like Homelander and all that, that's all good. It's just, either Ryan's gonna be good or Ryan's gonna be bad. Just do one. That's how I feel. It takes me out of it when it's done that way. That's all I was trying to say. It gives the writers the opportunity to butcher and Ryan to fight. Okay, yeah, it does. But my thing is, here's my problem. My problem isn't with that idea. My problem is that it feels like they kind of writ themselves into a corner where they decided that that's what they wanted to do, right? They decided, oh, we want Butcher and Ryan to fight, right? And that's good. That's a good idea, right? I'm not knocking that. What I'm knocking is the fact that they should have just written it like that in the first place. They should have used season 2, like, in my opinion, more to like set up more of the Ryan stuff for him turning bad. Because to me it feels kind of janky, like they were debating in their minds whether they wanted him to be bad or good, and they chose for him to be bad. In the end, it's just it took them a whole 2 seasons to do that. It took them season 2 and season 3 to figure that out. And I'm like, come on, you should have figured that out the first time. He said, I don't hate the idea. I actually like the idea. I hate the execution. I hate how it feels obvious that the writers changed their mind, right? It interrupts the story for me. Just like when I was talking about Rick and Morty, right? I'm not trying to compare it too hard, because Rick and Morty did it way worse than the boys. Like, the boys did it subtly, but I still caught it because I was super into the boys, right? Rick and Morty would like just straight up pause the episode basically to tell us that, yeah, we're just gonna switch back to the way it was in season 1. And it's like, that pissed me off. That pissed me off. I feel like they just shouldn't have pretended, in my opinion, that that Ryan was gonna be good. Well, like I said, I don't think it was pretended. It straight up happened because at one point that was the original intention, and they decided to change their minds. So I still like the boys. It's just, cause okay, let me tell you about something that did that absolutely destroyed it for me too. Like way worse than the boys, right? When the Mandalorian, right? Like when the Book of Boba Fett came out, and they decided to put Mando and Grogu back together, hated that. Cause here's my thing: what was the point of the finale of season 2 on the Mandalorian? What was the point of that? Right? The point of the heartfelt scene where he has to say goodbye, right? What's the point of that? If literally a season later, in somebody else's show, wasn't even his show, right? They were gonna be put back together. Like, if you didn't watch the Book of Boba Fett, I didn't see Mando season 3 because of that. So maybe, I don't know. Did they fix that? Like, do you have to see Book of Boba Fett to understand that, or do they do like a flashback or something? It's still wild to me. But in any case, like, that just broke that completely broke the show for me, because it's called The Mandalorian, right? I'm fine. I was fine with Grogu being there for the first couple of seasons, but I was fine with him being with Grogu for the first 2 seasons, but after he gave him to Luke, I think that was it. I didn't need to see Grogu anymore. We should have just got a Luke and Grogu show, and the Mandalorian should have kept going, and every now and then, Grogu would like visit Mando. That would have been so much better. I guess they decided they couldn't have the Mandalorian without Grogu, and I feel like that kind of sucks. Like that kind of tells me that they don't think that the concept of Mandalorians is strong enough for its own show, and I don't believe that. They didn't need that because they had already set up a thing between him and Bo-Katan, and I was really interested in that. I was like, oh, they're gonna have to fight. That sets up the entire season right there. And that has nothing to do with Grogu, right? With the Darksaber stuff, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, they should have just did that, in my opinion. There was no reason they had to go the way they went with it. They just decided that they wanted to do it that way, and it just sucks to me. But if for real though, like, just made it so that I couldn't take the show seriously anymore, so I still haven't seen season 3. Maybe at some point I'll decide to go back and check it out. But that's gonna be whenever I get Disney Plus because I canceled it. But if I ever get curious, I guess I'll go look back on it. But like, cause I was into Mando, man. I watched. I didn't watch season 1 when it came out, but when season 2 came out, I would stay up till 3 in the morning every day. And this is while I was in college, right? I would stay up every like morning till 3 a.m. to see the new episode. And it was a blast, man. That was so fucking fun. It was so fun, man. But now, like, you know, I don't have anything to do that with anymore because I don't really watch TV anymore. At least not something new. I always watch something I've already seen. Like, I basically just watch reruns now.
Excellent.
Yeah, but that pissed me off. Now we're finna fight my other favorite character.
You will join me, or you will die.
We shall see.
Hopefully it ain't too hard. 'Cause after this, I'm done. Sorry, guys.
Fight.
Had an amazing conversation. Like, this stream was so much fun. Like, it wasn't fun at first, but as soon as you guys showed up, it got really interesting. So, I do thank you guys for that. Come on, man. Smoke wasn't even that hard, man. Really?
Wins.
Alright, man. Bye, Cameron, man.
Fight.
Thanks for showing up, man. After this, I'm gonna be done anyway, so like, I really appreciate you showing up, man. Had so much fun today. So many opinions too. Like I just had fun talking about, you know, stuff from the past because nothing's going on anymore. 2024 is freaking boring, man. It for real is. Like, it's just crazy stuff now. Like that's it. Check out the Bad Batch though. I actually didn't watch Bad Batch, but I kept hearing that it was good. I believe that. I believe Bad Batch was good. I don't have no problem with that. It's just Mando pissed me off real bad. But at some point, I might actually do that though. That's a good suggestion. I know I'll at least have a little fun with that. I won't be questioning why they wrote it that way, you know. You know, I don't remember Noob being this good, man. You know, he's kicking my ass side by. Okay, up. I was up down. Okay. Kidding me?
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, so you can.
Fight!
Are you kidding me? Got him.
Wins.
Alright. After this, we're gonna basically be done. Yeah, I definitely had an amazing stream though, guys. I ended up streaming longer than I thought, about 2 hours, almost even. That's really cool.
I should thank you.
Yeah, but
You
it's about
probably
time to go to
saved my
work
life.
anyway, so
Who is he?
go ahead and skip the cutscene anyway. Then I'm gonna save it, and then we'll be gone.
An intruder! Defend the stronghold!
We'll
Do
go
not
ahead
let
and
him
save
get
it.
inside.
Let's see. Save last, restart last save. Would you like to save your progress? Yep. All right, everybody. That was it. Thank everybody for showing up. I had an amazing day. And yeah, that's it. Dreaded Patrick out.